Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 5. Back again on the Koln Aachen route, which has had a major update. More services, 4,000 of them in total. A huge chunk of those are AI, but a lot of drivable services. So that's what we're going to look at. We're going to do some runs between Aachen and Koln and back again to see if we can spot all this extra hidden AI. Our first stop in this 442 is going to be at Aachen in Uno Momento. Well, about 2 minutes, so we'll see if we can be late for that. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, hello, how you doing? There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get this route. There'll be a link down there to the Twitchy page where you can watch me live on Twitchy doing this and many other things, and a link down there to the Discord server as well. Good evening to Ethan, Chris, Stokey, Tiger and McBone. So yeah, 442 is what we're starting with. It doesn't look like we've got any openable windows. We've got to stop down there. Are we single-handed operation? Where are we? Oh, we got a brake. That's released. Okay, that's good. And hi Trent. Hopefully now that means we're going to move forward. No, it doesn't. So, okay. It's going well. It's not going well. It's still not. It's not going well. It's not. It's apart from the whole it not going well thing. My pants are up. My pants are definitely up. The things have done. It's not moving. Hang on, have I got a key? Hang on, there's a key, isn't there? Hang on. No, master key switch is on. That's fine. Parking brake? I don't think there is a parking brake. Is there a brake release? I don't think so on this. Is key on? Key is master switch is on. It is in the on. It's on. The P on the left. I don't want a P on the left. That's handbrake apply. Handbrake released. I've released the handbrake. Okay, so it's the handbrake. That was a good test. Well done, Ethan. You passed. That's fine. I'll not do that for a minute anyway. Let's give some volumes. There we go. So yeah, so with more services, we should see more, well, services. How are we collectively? Is it you're lucky if a train's going to turn up? Being Deutsche Bahn, late is a bonus. They're due to arrive at Aachen. And it's quite warm. I am in shorts. Shorts have made an appearance. Okay. Really? You're not going to... Look, I was trying not to stop down there because of me running the red, but okay. You want me to move forward a bit more? I'll move forward a bit more. If that's the way you're going to be. If I run the red, it's your fault. Fine. Doors are unlocking. There we go. Doors are unlocked. That's where we're going. Aachen, Rother, Stolberg, Eichweiler, Langerville. I'm not going to pronounce these right, am I? Duren, Horum, Cologne, Koln. Some places we're going to. Let's lock the doors. Hi, Michael. So I thought we'd do the community one first, then do a high-speed run, and then see what else there is. See if we notice anything. All right, Aachen Rother Birdie thing is next in the 1 miles. being this is commuter time, we should hopefully see lots of the services of the many types of the different ones of the lots of the services. Oh, don't do the braking. Now, yes, I did pick a train that was easy, although I couldn't release the bug and brake. We'd ignore that. So it's the one route, isn't it? The cockpit looks really low. It does, because it probably is. Quite with the lowness, with the loneliness, it's for short people. You can't be heightist. How are you getting on with the bay? I haven't seen any more. Haven't had time. Alright, it's probably just doing a speeding up thing now because we're going to be arriving at the place soon. I thought it might have been busier there at a terminus station. I thought might have seen a few more services coming in. I'll give it a little bit of the beans. Otherwise, we are going to be late. Of course we're going to be late. It's a given, really, isn't it? Can't be on time. Hello, you're late. Hello, I'm late. Your first name or your middle name? You think this is slow? Wait till tomorrow. Freight. Right. I see a station. We're only like 30 seconds late as well. You're identifying as late. Stay behind after class for detention. Oh, it's a good thing that wasn't red. Can we have some brakes? Any sort of brakes would be quite nice about now. Thank you. Anybody in the first two carriages, just watch out for the step. You got a note from your mum. I used to do that. I was that kid that always used to take a note. If for PE it was like anything football, rugby, I'd whip my note out that mum had already written for me, and then I wouldn't do it. I think come third year, the PE teacher just stopped bothering and then gave me the option of going for a run instead. Doors are locking. Right, 4.7 miles now to Stolberg. Right, hopefully we can get a bit of a run. I see another train. Is that in the siding, or is that waiting for me? I was talking to someone at work today. They ran the Manchester Marathon at the weekend. And then in conversation, I slipped in that I'd run a marathon. The look on their face was like, sorry, you? Yeah. It wasn't like last week or anything, but yeah. It was a London one of the weekend, yeah, and Manchester. Right, so how many with 4,000 services, I think you'd see a lot of trains on the tracks. I wonder when we'll see our first train coming the other way. And yes, I am on the improved timetable. So this is a full line run, going all the way with the whole length of the, all of the line. Which is the whole idea of doing a full line run. Otherwise, it'd be a part line run or half line run. Oh, that's made a clicking noise. We got three greens. I don't know what that means. It's apparently more busier. That's English. There's a station. Why aren't we stopping here? Sorry, passengers, we're not stopping here. That's many. Why do they need so many green lights? So yeah, when we get to the other end, we'll see if there's an ice baby going back, because that would be quite rapid. And then we'll see if there's something else going back again. We'll see if we can do 3 runs. Probably not, because I'll be late. Well, yeah, I suppose. A red bulb is more expensive to run than green bulbs. It costs more per minute to run a red bulb. I wonder if we'll ever go on a Deutsche Bahn train. Oh, we got it slowly down. Oh God, that's alright. No, okay, no, I'll do a bit of brake. That wasn't intentional. Maybe a bit more. No, we are slowing. Okay, we go a bit more slowly. 9, 28, 27, 26, 25. We're due there 8:27. Well, we might be roughly on time. Might be, maybe, a little bit, possibly. Oh yeah, I forgot these brakes are rubbish, aren't they? Yeah, that's not the best brakes in the world. We are now arriving at Stolberg, Rhine, where there are no passengers. It's 8:30 in the morning. Where is everyone? Have you got any on board? I don't think we've got any passengers. Oh, it's someone over there. You're on the wrong platform. Okay, there are people now coming down the stairs, but it's too late. I've got to go. Oh, yeah, because they're efficient, aren't they? They're already at work. They've been at work since 4. Eichweiler. Sounds like one of those German rock groups, but like Eisbrecher. And the other one that did Du Hast. I can't remember the name of. And Radio. Those people. Anyway, 1.9 miles to Eichweiler. There's a train. I see a train. There's a train. That's one. Uno Treno, if you're Italian. Rammstein, that's the one. I couldn't think of it. My it's not been a good day. My brain isn't functioning today. I think it'd probably melt if you sent ice cream next day. I have 1.3 miles, 60. Okay, now we're fine on speed. What's the best map? For what? Depends on what sort of, for this, depends on what sort of routes you want. If you want commutery stuff, there's commutery maps. You want freighty stuff, there's freighty maps. If you want fast stuff, there's fast maps. You want diesel stuff, there's diesel maps. If you want steam, then you're wrong, but there are maps for that as well. I can see why they've never really done any more steam. I don't think the people want steam. The people have spoken, and we've said no, we don't like steam. I've got an AA route map in the car. Am I going to do the bus again? Yes. What do I think is the best map? It's currently between West Coast Main Line South and London Commuter. I think West Coast Main Line South has probably just snuck ahead because of the variety of stuff you can do on it. And tomorrow we'll be on it again with the new freight route. Add in the else thing, the timetable. Yeah, these brakes aren't good. That's fine. No, look, the whole of the train is on the platform. What more do you want? It's perfectly fine. Some would say textbook. Wait until 8:31. It's 8:31. No one's getting on or off though, which is slightly concerning. Langawee. Is in 4.4 miles. I should really do more of the non-British stuff. I did do a list last year of all the routes and when the last time it was I did them, with an aim to go back and do some routes I haven't done in a while, and then, well, didn't do that. So maybe I should do that. Add it to my list of things that I definitely won't do. The A to Z of route is not done by me, exactly. It looks like it's just me now doing trains again, like it used to be back in the olden days. The idea of doing the drive-alongs was good when we first started it, but I think people that were doing it have basically got bored with me. There's only so many days a week they can tolerate me, so it's going to be single player Tuesdays and Wednesdays now. No, Ethan. Right, so you've seen one train go the other way. And this is a direct route, and it's not like we're on a branch line or anything. I would have thought we would have seen more. When's Roblox Foxy Bingo? I haven't put that on the schedule yet. But yeah, and again, it's all very well me going, we'll do this, you know, multiplayer people, you know, join in, but they also need to consider that sometimes they want an evening off and doing their own thing. So, you know, someone left the community because I put too much on them, and I don't want to do that again. So if it means I go back to doing this single player and do something on a Wednesday single player, then so be it. Right, we have a 50 miles an hour, kilometers an hour, miles, whatever the speed limit is, distance in the miles in a distance over a time. It's a flashing green. That's the same as a yellow then. It was a yellow. So flashing green means the next one's yellow. Then you get, I'm guessing they haven't got double yellows. So the flashing green is the same as their double yellow. Same as our double yellow here in the UC. Right, braking is happening. We're actually early. So we're going off here so that I'm guessing an ice baby can come past. Should they so desire. And still no. Oh no! I see a passenger on the platform. Oh, I think they're leaving again. Oh no, there are passengers. They've got suitcases and everything. How are you supposed to get on the train there? There's a building in the way. That's a bit. Stand behind the yellow line. I can't. There's a wall there. It's not a yellow line either. Okay, so they're not getting on. Hang on. Is anyone... Wait until 8:37. Right, they've got a minute to get on my train. They're all walking down there. Oh no, they're turning around. Hey, they're coming back. I don't think they're getting on my train. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. I definitely don't think they're getting on. Can we go? Is there a door? Yes, there is. Yep, there is no one on the train. Okay, that's an issue. Hang on, have I got passenger lights here? Cabin lights. Passenger lights. On. Oh, yeah, they're on now. Does that mean they're going to get on the train? Was it too dark? Are they scared of the dark? So they're not getting on there? It's dark. Nope. Okay. Fine. See if I care. Don't get on then. Duran, 5.6 miles. We got a 99 limit. Let's give it the whole beans. Power. Oh no, all the powers. Okay, go. Well, we got, what, 6 minutes to do 5 miles. Well, that should be doable. Well, I don't think it's like the British ones where it says a speed limit. Oh, 160, I'm guessing 160 kilometers an hour. That's the speed. What's that? So 100 kilometers an hour is 60 miles an hour, so 50 would be 30, so that's 90. So about 100 miles an hour. So we are going to be pretty much at maximum speed. There you go, 99 miles an hour. Another train. Freighty one. So that's 2 we've seen. That's what we'll be in tomorrow. Well, I will be. Looking at the new intermodal DLC coming out. I'll be on the West Coast Main Line South, so a couple of slow freight runs in that, which hopefully means by trundling. We'll see how busy that line is. And Thursday is farming. Friday is balls. Saturday, not sure yet. Sunday is farming. And then Monday, don't know. Did discuss yesterday about doing the bus again on Monday. But we'll see. So you've got 2.4 miles to go, and yeah, 5 minutes to get there. Yes, it's Euston. We have a problem to Milton's Keynes, and that's all it ever will be. If they do ever link Milton Keynes to Birmingham, it'll be West Coast Main Line. I don't know, Midlands or something. They'll probably call it. Right, I have to do the slowlying. Because the brakes on this are not very good. That's a flashing thing as another train. Double decker. They're really cool to go on. Went on one of those between Brussels and the other place, Antwerp. No, it wasn't. It was Brussels and Knock. Anyway, yeah, it went on a double decker. They're really cool. Sitting down on the lower deck is odd because you're looking out at people's feet. So yeah, we're here like 3 minutes early. I do want to go back there. Someone put a YouTube video up this week on doing that long tram route, which I really want to do. I haven't watched it because I don't like the person. But yeah, that does give me a real inkling to go back. Maybe after the summer when the prices come down for Eurostar. We have arrived at Düren. Oh, diesel-y train in over there. Oh, now, see, that wasn't a bad bit of stopping. Will anybody actually get on the train now? The doors are open. There are people. Are any of you going to get on my train? It's not looking likely. Why is no one getting on? Yeah, so here's something. It's got a little train over there. Düren is where the really smelly fruit comes from. Well, that was Australian. That was a noise. Oh, so that's the diesely one over there. You can tell that by the smoke. Is it the mod? Yeah, but there haven't got any mods running on this line. We'll see what happens when we transfer to the Ice Baby. Unless it is a mod that I've got in that's just stopping any passenger getting on any of my trains. But I don't think so. I'll have to just remove all my mods and try again. What did I get? This is... No. This isn't pre-release, is it? This is available to all. I'm intrigued to see if it does get busier the closer we get. You know, we're about halfway now, so you'd like to think it would get busier. But we're getting no one getting on board. Not got a single passenger. And I picked a commuter time thinking, oh, you know, commuter service, lots of routes, lots of passengers. I haven't got a timetable mod. This isn't a mod. This is an update done by Dovetail. Unless it is just broken. Right. Doors are locking. 13 miles now to Horham. So a bit of a run. Well, 13 miles. We've got 10 minutes to do it. So 124 mile an hour limit. So we're definitely on the high speed lines. We haven't seen an ice baby yet. Oh, don't go speeding. Right, now all the beans. I've got enough horny people in the community, Koln, without dealing with you as well. So you've seen a couple of trains go the other way. We haven't passed anything yet, but I wouldn't expect to if we had stopping service. That's another freight. I still find it weird having electric freight. Yeah, 155 mile an hour limit coming up. We're just flat out at 103, 104. Alright, so 10 miles to go for this one. Then we've got Cologne, or Koln. And then, so yeah, 3 stops to go. We'll see if it is busy at the other end. Might be a few more trains in at the other station. Is that train I see in front of me? Or is that the one that left? Yes, because I'm catching it up because I'm speeding a little bit. So the one that left just before me is over there on the right hand side. So that must be on the slow lines and we're on the fast, doing this speed. Oh, he doesn't like it because I'm doing 105. Oh, that's a stopping service. What? We're a stopping service. So that that does all the stops. We're just doing some of the stops. I'm a semi. Wow. Oh, my pants are going up and down automatically. Still not a single passenger. Right, 6.5 miles to go. So I should have done that service, really, shouldn't I? I should have done a full stopping service. But I thought I knew how to drive this train, so did this one. I was wrong by that, because the handbrake thing at the beginning, but we don't talk about that. If we don't see one ice train, I'd be very surprised, because surely that should be at least an hourly service. You'd like to think. And with 4,000 services. Did he miss a start? No, it's perfectly fine. It's Ethan's fault. You told me to put the handbrake on. No, you don't need to rewatch this. Honestly, you don't. It's fine. You told me to take it off. No, what about the handbrake, Ethan? Right, 3.4 miles to Horan. So I wouldn't say busy is the. I'd still say empty would be my initial impression of the services we've seen so far. Oh, blimey, all right, we got a 62. I'm speeding a little bit. Right, so slowing down. Well, yeah, I'm 4,000 services. Majority of those are AI, so I would have thought I'd have been seeing a train. Oh, there's a train. Yeah, I'd have thought it'd have been as busy as like the West Coast Main Line. I will go back to the menu at the end, just to, because this is me, making sure I've picked the right timetable. How can they put 4,000 services in? Surely there must be actual services. I'm getting that, a bit like almost, I wanted to use Brighton as an example. If this end is a mainline station with lots of routes going in and going out, it might be those, but not all of them go to Aachen. If that's the case, then fine. Hi, Nico. Oh, another one there. So yes, it might get busier now. A bit like the Milton Keynes end of West Coast Main Line South. Once you get past Watford, it's quiet. So I've got no passengers as well. It's slightly concerning. But we'll open the doors anyway, just in case someone falls on. Oh, hang on, hang on. There's people walking down towards the train. Are they? Oh, they've turned around. I was hopeful for a minute then. So we'll do an Ice Baby service next. We'll go back out. We'll back out to the main menu to make sure it's not me. Could be me. You know, possibly. There's a slight slim chance that I've clicked the wrong timetable. I don't think so. I'm going to close the doors and open them again. Just in case. See, they're waiting here. It's like you're waiting for the next train? Not a single passenger on. No one's got on. Obviously no one's got off because no one's got on. They've got to be on to get off. We'll see what happens when we get to the other end. Tomorrow night, no passengers at all because it's all freight. Yay. Well, it might be an hour of freight and then we might just have some passenger stuff in, but shh, don't say anything. You won't be here anyway. You'll be out blowing out birthday candles and getting drunk. Right, 9 miles to the next one. Yes, Ethan's birthday tomorrow. 12. Who knew? Right, 155 limit. Not a thing would do 155. Is that 12 on a similar ratio to your 26? Mm-hmm. Come to a meet-up, Nigel, and, that'll be confirmed. Is that his mental age? No, that's 2. Right, so let's see if it gets busier. Up 26. Must remember that. It's 27 next year. I won't be doing this by then, so I'll have to remember it. Backwards. That's Ed. Oh, another train. We saw that one passenger train, the fast one. Not seen much else. A lot of rock stars don't make it to 30. Nothing to do with the rock star lifestyle and the drugs or anything, of course. Oh, there's another one. Right, is this where we're now going to start seeing more services? This is where it's going to get busy. said to someone at work today that I watched a YouTube video last night all about milk and the reason the labels are the colours they are: green semi-skimmed, red for skimmed, and blue for whole. His response was, I thought my life was boring. So it came up in my YouTube feed. It sounded interesting. It's not the most exciting of routes, this, is it? I thought an updated or improved timetable would have actually, made it more enjoyable. So far, it doesn't seem, what's the word I'm looking for? Busy? So I should have done a stopping service, shouldn't I, rather than be a semi by the sea. It's not like we're late and we're holding things up. We're on time. Oh, another one. So that's one of the stopping services. So what was this like before? How quiet was this route? I haven't done much on this route. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I will go back to the main menu just to make sure it's not me when we get to the other end. There are about 56 direct trains a day running between Cologne and Aachen. Yeah, that's high speed then. Takes about 33 minutes. That's the high speed stuff. This isn't. This is longer because this is a semi. So even then, we should have seen an ice train, but we haven't seen one. We'll have a look and see what the ice services are then. Like Cologne, Ehrenfeld. $85 trains a day between Cologne and Aachen. So if your average day is what, 15 hours? Well, that's not high frequency really, is it? So how are they getting 4,000 services? How's that working? Unless it is that they're all just running in and out of Cologne station, which we'll find out because that's the next stop, I think. In that case, then it's 4,000 services in the first mile and 126 services in the rest. I can see why they did it as a free update. But we'll do the ice train coming back and see what that's like. And see if we get any passengers. So those other trains got passengers. I can't see anyone on that train to my left. No. Not a single passenger. So is this broken? Or is it my version of this that's broken? I may have to remove all my mods. Is it the same guy that did my old May? Well, that's getting an update, isn't it? That's getting an extension to Richmond. So I think, well, that should have been there in the first place. But I think that was a situation where it was probably always intended to go to Richmond, but they probably wanted it released when they wanted it released. So they did it to Willesden Junction. That's why that line carried on quite a way, didn't it? So I reckon there was a plan to continue it, and they went, no, we need it now. Right, so Cologne, 1.9 miles. Even with the lack of passengers, it's still not, well, busy. And why have we got 7 minutes to do 1.8 miles? I don't know what other routes we got coming. We had so many in the space of about 3 weeks, and now nothing. 22 quid for a direct train from Cologne to Aachen. It wasn't that expensive. When we were looking to go... Well, the return we got to Antwerp was ridiculously cheap from Brussels. And I think we were looking to do Wuppertal by train. And for the time, it wasn't that bad. It's like Eurostar, you know, when we first went to Brussels, we paid 40 quid each way, so 80 quid to go from London to Brussels. Bargain. You look to go in the next 2 weeks, like 200 quid. Right, so there's a load of ice babies parked up over here. As I've said before, I would honestly love to do some sort of group day out or weekend to do Brussels and down to do that tram. It was brilliant fun when me, Trent and Ethan went. Not saying it wasn't when it was just me and Ethan, but it's one of those things where a group of you is does make a day more enjoyable. Yeah, so this is the bit then where you'd expect to see lots of services coming in and going out. And we are. Why do you want to go to Dartmoor? I was looking at trains to go to Cardiff Bay for this Friday. That's not cheap. Okay, that's just sat there on its own. So, okay, I would say that's busy. But we've arrived at Cologne. Very impressive looking station. It's no Antwerp. But not a single passenger. Get a 26 to 30 rail card. I could. Okay, this does look like quite an impressive station. Oh, someone just gets shot. New Forest for me. I shall be there next week at some point, and I'm going to go for a wander for a few hours. Right. Well, we arrived. I can't see any passengers on that one either. So why are there no passengers? How bizarre. Right, okay. Right, sure it's not me, hopefully. We'll go back to the main menu. And then we should go the other way. Right. Timetable. Yeah, 1,306 services. So, Koln Aachen revamp. You've got the new journeys expansion and the original timetable. So it's the Koln Aachen revamp. And then we'll do the 406. So yeah, so why didn't... I suppose actually no, we wasn't because it was 8. So that... I was going from Brussels, look, to Frankfurt. Okay, so the 740 then. Yeah, so we wouldn't have seen that then because we were on that intermediate time. Okay, right, we do a high-speed run back. I don't know if we'll get time to do another slow run back again. We'll go look and see what other things are running, see if there is a stopping service. I wonder if we will get any passengers this time as well. That was a noise. Right, reverser into forward. Unlock. What's bad? Something's bad, apparently. Headlights, cab lights, that's fine. Main circuit breaker closed. Pants. There we go. Alright, reverser into forward. Throttle off. RFB. Okay. So wait until 7:42. Not a single passenger. Not one. I hear a plane, which means this must be near the airport. Or there's going to be a big explosion any minute now. Yeah, something's definitely broken. The passengers on the platforms. There's no passengers on that train either. I've had the mods affecting my passengers, but only on the 700, but not affecting every other service. So is it that the route is broken? I'd be interested now if anybody's got the route, whether they'd fire it up and then post something in the Discord to go, no, I haven't got any passengers, or yes, I got passengers, it's you dimwit. Right, lock doors. Right, go via Horan. We've moved this time. So it's just going to be a very quick dash. Well, once we get out of here. Like any no passengers on that train to our side either. There's definitely an issue. I'm not saying it's not me, but also the number of services doesn't seem that huge. So I'm glad we came down here. I thought we might have been going over there and following the other one. Okay, so we've got a 37 limit. Oh, we're going down this way this time. Okay, so different way. What if this means we'll see more trains? Whether we're just bypassing a station. Yeah, because we went to Horham. Slowly bit of increasing of the thing. Tomorrow, by the way, more trains in World 5. Going to be looking at the new intermodal DLC and having a look at that on the West Coast Main Line South by doing a bit of a trundle. Maybe we'll mix that in with some passenger stuff as well, which then maybe means we'll see the intermodal stuff running when we do a passenger thing. So we'll get to see it from inside the cab and outside the cab. Well, hopefully this means we go on to the fast lines. This isn't one of those situations like on one of the other ones I did, where we were in a high-speed train that was just doing normal slow line speed, because that was the slow speed section of the high-speed run, but that train ran on it. It's like it didn't make any sense. But like on Southeastern High Speed, where you take the high-speed train on the non-high-speed bit. Right, anyway, we got a 99. Of course you will.
Oh, yeah.
There's letters. Thanks for the follow, I think. Right, a 155 limit, which means this thing might actually be able to hit that. It's Spanish. Oh, you've got power back now, have you? I've heard of, localized power outages, but the whole country? Someone will blame Trump somewhere for that. Right, so we did this. Well, did a semi-fast run on the way up. Now we did a fast run on the way back, where we don't stop. It's all the way to Aachen. There can't be that many people want to go between Cologne and Aachen, surely. But I suppose they don't. It's going from Cologne to Brussels. I think that was the change point to go to Wuppertal. From memory was going to be Brussels to Cologne, and then Cologne to Wuppertal. It's not that far. Someone unplugged the plug, like in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Okay, this is a bit quicker. Still not as quick as the Eurostar, but it's quick. Right, 155. It was you for free power. Run an extension lead from Spain. I'm going to say yes. Right, 2.4. So why we can't just set the end goal as being Aachen's? The go vias are like, what? I always think as though I've got to do something at the go vias, like, have I got to slow down? Got to stop? Which I have done nearly at times. Considering, HSTs run at 125 and could have run at 140 and 145 happily if the line infrastructure was there, and these things do 155. Obviously the train itself I think will do more, but it's lines in it. It's got a speedy... Oh god, that's... Okay, that's... Alright, okay, we won't look around there then. Yeah, 400s, what's that? That's hundreds. So, yeah, 240, 250. It's not unimpressive. Oh, God. Right, go via in 10 miles. So yeah, I definitely say for an update giving us more services, I've yet to see the more of the services. Did they forget to put them in, as well as the passengers? Is that what they've done? It's like, I know what we'll do. We'll do an update with more services. Right, let's get on with that. Well, I've released it. Yeah, but you didn't put the services in. Oh. And where are the passengers? Ah. Yeah, I might need to go back and look at that again. I do have to say, these high-speed runs don't really do it for me. Did Ethan do it? What? Got distracted? Done that? You didn't actually do... Oh, you actually... All right. Well, the old HSTs are going to Mexico, so they're everywhere. At least you would have gone back to it. That's why you've never attempted a repaint. That's why I've never attempted a repaint. Right, 5 miles to our other go via. And then it's flat out all the way to Aachen. I'm definitely on the right timetable. I've got to be. But it just does seem very lacking in, well, other trains. .3 miles. I would have expected to see more at the terminus, the ends. And okay, there was a few trains, but I still don't get where they get these 4,000 services from. If there was 687 there was drivable services, fine. But you'd expect to see more AI. I'd be intrigued now to see how many services it is on like West Coast Main Line South and see how it compares. Although shorter, well, I don't know, is it shorter? Slower trains but similar to, this route might be a bit longer than West Coast Main Line South. Oh, that's speeding. Oh, it's a different brake lever. Hang on. Braking. Yeah, so 18 miles to Aachen. And we're back down to... So that was the high speed bit then. I'm paying back down to a 99. .47 miles from Cologne to Aachen. Okay, so how's that compared to Milton Keynes to Euston? We have a problem. Well, now we're seeing ice trains. 50. So comparable. Okay, so how many routes are... How many... I bet, and okay, I don't bet. I think there are probably less services on West Coast Main Line South than there are on this, but that's busier. Yay, I'm English, deal with it. It's an ice baby train. So how has this got so many services, but it's not busy? Again, as I said earlier, I know once you get above Watford, the Watford to Milton Keynes bit is quieter because there's a lot of stuff going on between Watford and Euston. But I don't know. 226 train services per day from London to Milton Keynes. So yeah, that's just the London to Milton Keynes services. Plus you've got the Watford to London. Plus you got the overground, and then you're seeing the underground, and then you're seeing the freight. But I bet in total that's still less services than there is on this. I think someone's either not put them in, or someone's made a bit of a boo-boo somewhere and said there's 4,000 services when there isn't. Because it's just not busy. The passenger thing, it could be the route's broken. It could be the timetable, they forgot to put passengers in, or it could be one of my mods not giving me passengers. But that won't detract from the amount of other services we're seeing. I think it's 4,000 services a year. I don't like these reflections on this windscreen either. So yeah, we get 155 mile an hour bit. Now we're doing the same speed as that semi-fast that we were in. So you're only really saving time in this because of that 155 mile an hour bit and the fact this doesn't stop. It's meant to be 40 or 400. Approximately 31,184 trains run between Cologne and Aachen per year. So it's not... Yeah, but you can't say that that's the number of trains on this route, can you? That doesn't factor in freight. That doesn't factor in trains that don't start or end at Cologne or Aachen, but go to Cologne or Aachen. That's just services that run between Cologne and Aachen. And so over 3,000 of those services were AI, allegedly. So you're never going to know whether that's true or not. I honestly came onto this thinking this is going to be great because this is going to be really busy. But this just feels to me like the East Coast Main Line. In that, apart from Antelope Valley, it's one of the most boring routes in train sim world. I wonder if anybody ever actually uses Antelope Valley. Like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Who thought that was a good idea? Why did someone build it and then go, oh, this is great? Surely there's better routes you could have done. It's been done by the same guy who did London to what this has. I'm not knocking the detailing. And the bit I'm frustrated with is the bit that they've said they've increased it to 4,000 services. I can't see where they are. That's the reason I did it. Because I thought, oh great, this is going to be great to show it off because it's a free update. Everyone gets it if they got the route. And I was thinking, well, actually might make it one of those ones that you'd probably want to do then because it's going to feel busy. It doesn't feel busy. I've got a red coming up as well. Means I'm probably going to be stuck behind something. Oh no, it'd be a real shame if I ran the red. Oh, it's gone green. Alright, 75 miles. God, tomorrow night I've got to do freight. Really? What if I don't? Think anybody notice? Oh, there's definitely something in front of me because I got a red again. I might do. I'll do the route, and I'll do a freight run, but then I'll stay on the route so we can see the freight track. Be interested to see actually if I'm in the freight timetable what passenger services there are I could do, so that you then see the freight stuff. Oh, gone green again. So we're definitely stuck behind something slower moving. Really? You just... Oh, was that... Might have been a thingy neutral section. Dovetail don't watch me, blimey. I'd fly right under the radar, thankfully. If they did watch me, I wouldn't be an ambassador anymore. Alright, 7 miles to go. Yeah, I've got a problem with the route. Get not one of those exciting routes, but probably real to life. So, you know, you can't make something more exciting than it is in real life, and I get that. A stopping service would have probably been more interesting to do. I didn't mind the semi-fast service. These high-speed ones have never appealed to me. I'm not a fan of southeastern high-speed. My happy place is a commuter service. But everyone likes their own thing, which is why there's so much variety in Train Sim World. So I'm guessing there would be in reality more high-speed stuff between here and Brussels. That would be an interesting end point for this. Brussels or Antwerp. Brussels would be quite cool because you'd see, if they had licensing and modelling, you'd see the Eurostars coming in and going out, which aren't that frequent, but so that would be some nice licensing for them to get, because then you'd see them in southeastern high speed. Yeah, I meant as an end station though. Brussels would be quite interesting because it's busy, isn't it? We've been there. There's a lot going on at Brussels, or Brussels Midi. It's a busy station. Antwerp was the one that I think for, if you want a station in this that stands out, was it four tracks high, stacked on top of each other? That's an impressive end station, and one of them on the lower level went straight through as well. 3 were end of the lines, and 1 carried on through. Yeah, I'd love to go back there and explore more. I think I should do that on Friday. Just go to Antwerp. Go away for the weekend. Go be a twerp with an ant. It's always a bit with these high-speed ones, isn't it? That you get this high-speed train that then you just go at normal line speed. Yeah, there's Brussels Nord, Brussels Midi, and Brussels Central. Right, 3.5 miles. I've still got 10 minutes to get there. I don't think I'm going to be late. Oh, look, another train. Blimey. Uh-oh, we've got a red again. He knows how peaceful it is without Campy Colin. He's probably working. Or bingo or something. People do other things during the week. Alright, braking. Now you get me yellow again. Okay. Alright, 1.5 miles. I watch me during... Well, I don't watch me. I am me during the week. Very tired today. Been in a grumpy mood all day. I think I need a... I think alcohol on an early night would probably sort me out. Anyway, 1.1 miles to Aachen. How have I eaten? Yeah, pizza. I just woke up in not a great mood and it's been the same. I ran out of work at like 10 to 8 this morning. There's nothing more depressing during the day than just sit there and do nothing. That makes it worse. There's a lot on one's mind currently. But it'll all be fine. Tomorrow is another day. I need something. Right, into Aachen. Yeah, I don't know where those extra services are. I'm pretty sure that is the updated timetable. It's not the New Horizons one. So it's not like I've selected the wrong timetable. I got a few trains this end. That's making a noise. Let's account each one of those as a service. At some point it'll move. That's curvy. A bit like Michael's carrot. It is odd how we're getting no passengers. There's none on the platforms. There's none on any of the trains. Well, there are a few on the platforms, but not they're getting on trains. Well, we arrived. Yeah, 43 miles, 32 minutes. Okay. That's definitely weird. I was honestly expecting to look at it and go, oh my god, this is so busy. But no. So Koln Aachen revamp, the new Joys expansion. It's not that, is it? Or the original timetable? Well, certainly not. It must be the revamp. See, that's all going to be freighty stuff. Of course, they'll run the other end, don't they? Because it's loco haul, turn it around, jobby. Horan to Koln. Okay, well, let's try that. Let's try a little bit of a stopping service. Yeah, I'll just buy that. Actually, go to non-updated one, compare the difference. That wouldn't have been a bad shout. We'll do this, and then we'll have a look and see if we can find the same service in one of the other ones, and see if it... I was hoping it's going to be the diesel thing, but it's not, is it? Right, stop at... Oh, God, are we separate levers? Yeah, we'll do a couple of stops in this. There's people on the platform there. There's people on the platform here. But they don't seem to get on the train. I made a noise. Ah, hang on. Right. I've now got people getting off the train. Considering it's just going to service is slightly concerning because they've obviously been on there all night. Oh, I think I see people getting on as well. Okay. Yeah, I've got people. So what? So is it the full length services then? I've got no passengers in. Oh god, that sucked me down. Headlights, window heating, horny, cab lights, passenger lights on. Yeah, there you go. You can have some lights. So I wonder if it's just those services are broken then. Any of the full run services have got no passengers. Well, if that broke consoles. Sorry, yeah, full line ones, you don't get any passengers because of consoles. Like, really? Oh yeah, I've had an email. The Koln Aachen timetable is here. 4,000 playable and AI services. That's what they say. Not what I'm seeing, but that's what they say. We'll see what happens when we leave here. My lights are red. Yeah, there's passengers on that train as well. Yeah, we've now got... Okay. So it seems to be the direct services from Cologne to Aachen, no passengers. The stopping services, passengers. So that's a bit broken then, isn't it? So it's not me. For once. Right, 3 miles to Frecken Koningsdorf. I wonder if this will have more... I wonder if I'll now see more trains. I wonder if the full run timetables routes are not on the new timetable. So they're still on the old timetable, and the short runs are. We'll see what happens when we get here, see if we get more passengers. Actually preferring this stopping service to the one I did earlier. And I posted in the Discord today, saw it on the Tweeties. There's a company that does train sim controllers. You can actually get throttles and like a pacer style lever. They're like 300 quid. There was a button box, it was 90 quid for doors opening and doors closing. I kind of want one. I think that would be kind of cool to push a button and then do the doors closing depending on what side. Although I use my farm sim buttons at the moment, but that would just be cooler. Right, so are we going to get passengers here? Door is opening. Right, are you lot getting on? Or are you just wandering about? Anybody getting on my train? I don't see anyone. No one seems to have got off. Or on. My passengers that were on, have they vanished? Huh? Oh, no, there's still some down here. Okay, no, we're all right. No display boards working. It's definitely a little bit broken, isn't it? Which side? There. That side. Oh, stand behind the yellow line. Or white line. Confused. Welcome to my world. I think there's an issue with the timetable, personally. So I've got a feeling there'll be some sort of fix. Because I bet they'll be getting comments going, what? I thought you said it was updated. And why haven't we got any passengers? Which we'll find out if someone else in the community's got it. And they also don't have any passengers on those services I did on the ice ones. And I know it's not me. If they have, then I know it was probably me. Yeah, the brakes aren't that good. Right. Oh no, people getting on and off now. Okay, maybe they just didn't want that last stop. Okay. Not very far to the next one. This will probably be the last service I do this evening. In fact, it will be. I've decided and everything. Yeah, it's definitely not busy. I don't know how they can... I hope this isn't what we're going to get with the Great Western Express rejiggle. Because that'd be really disappointing. Yes, some of the doors are on the platform. It's fine. It's not the timetabling is my gripe. It's the fact that where are they? If they'd have said 1,000 services, I would have gone, well, okay. There must. I'm not disputing the fact that I'm not saying they're lying, but I can't see where this 4,000 services are. If there's 2,000 services going in and out of Cologne that you don't see, and then the rest are spread around the routes. It could be that some of these intermediate stations you're getting a little 4 times a day train coming in from a branch line in. Okay, adds a bit of realism. I get that, but it's quite a big number without almost some explanation as to go. Oh yeah, there's you'll see 600 new services going in and out of Cologne. You'll see 100 services a day going in and out of Aachen. You'll see 700 freight movements a day. Yeah, that's what I mean. So is it just that those empty locos are moving from a siding to a place? And if that's the case, fine. But I actually feel a bit disgruntled, you may have noticed, by it. Because I was expecting it to be like West Coast Main Line South, busy. I'm almost intrigued now for tomorrow to see how that stacks up with freight on it, as to if they've integrated the full timetable into the intermodal as well, to see if that's, in theory, should get busier. Look, it's free. It's an update that everyone gets if they've got this route, so it hasn't cost you anything. If it's a route that you enjoy doing, you'll probably notice the difference. For me, I can't remember it being quiet, because I've only probably done the route twice, but I was expecting it to be busy, and it's not. I'm liking the stopping service, mind. Just reading reviews and other people having problems with passengers. Well, good then. So that it's not just me. So that is an issue. I will check the Dovetail server after this. I haven't hardly been on. See, I've had nothing to do all day. I haven't really been on their server. There's normally nothing goes on in it. Right, 1.3 miles to Ehrenfeld. So this is where you'd expect it to be busier. see you've been playing MSFS. Sometimes I miss that. Sometimes I don't. That was always good when we had a lot of people, when we used to do the group flights. That was really enjoyable. But like a lot of things that we do as a community, it's all changed. There's a lack of interest in doing this now. So Trains Tuesdays will be back to being a single player thing. I might do something this Saturday. I even toying with looking at some console stuff and doing something. Braking. Ooh, brakes. Oh, only just stopped. I'm roughly on time as well. So yeah, I didn't do The Last of Us. I've done that. I think I need a, almost a refresh, almost a relook at what I do, and get a bit of excitement back into gaming. And it is, and again, nothing against the people that join in with the games, but it's a lot of the stuff we do on the streams is that we're doing it for the sake of doing it. I enjoyed the bus last night because that was something new. It's a shame we didn't see anybody more often. Because it felt like just single player driving most of the time with Nico disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. I'm really enjoying the farm. I am getting back into that. My concern there is that we're going to finish the map soon. Then what? Then we've got to go through the pain of finding a new map. I think I'm nearly done with trucking again. Because that is just driving for the sake of driving, but it's what else to do. I need to find something else, something that just, it's a bit of fun. The bingo thing's enjoyable. I quite enjoyed that Roblox golf. I thought that was just a good bit of fun because of the fact you had the gravity thing and stuff like that made it a bit of variety. So it's finding stuff like that, but you also need to find something else bigger. I did think of looking at City Skylines 2 and maybe doing that. I never really played City Skylines because those sorts of games we've got interest in. We've got Railroads Online we never really did much with. We've got the zombie one we haven't finished. We got Wreckfest that we want to do, and there's so many games that I almost think warrant another look. Well, yeah, that's the problem, Michael, and I get that. And there are people that do want to join in with stuff. So, I do want to keep a mix of things that are easy to join in with. That's where the Roblox stuff is easy. It's free, it's easy, it can be good fun. The British Railways can be. And if it gets people engaged in the community again as well, then happy days. Oh, that's some graphics flickering. Right, I think this is the penultimate stop. Yeah, it's the normal golf with your friends. On Friday? Friday. If I do go out, I will make sure I'm back. Right, final stop then. 900 of the Yuds. So yeah, stopping service on this, enjoyable. Services, I can... Yeah. Perhaps it is as busy as it actually is. You know, if you looked at departures from Cologne, you know, you're not going to get 8 trains departing in the same 5 minutes. They probably are going to be staggered departures. So this probably is realistic. And if you look, you know, was it 85 services between Cologne and Aachen? So yeah, that probably is right. But when you're used to the busyness of West Coast Main Line South, and you're used to the busyness of London commuter, where you're just constantly passing trains, then this isn't going to feel busy, is it? But, you know, quality of the route is there. I'm not mocking that. And this was a free update, so, you know, all good. Well, certainly if other people are saying there's issue with the passengers, I will check the Dovetail server. And if they go, yeah, we know what issues are passengers, well, don't release it then. Wait. But there we go. Yeah, not bad. Disappointed, I think, is the word I shall use for that. Being honest, it's free. Everyone gets it. So it's not like I'm saying it's a DLC, should you buy it or should you not? You're going to get it anyway. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be looking at this West Coast Main Line South, the intermodal. So we'll do the freight stuff, not in the 47 because that's the step change thing, isn't it? So it'll be 66 action, doing a few freight runs in that. So do one of these Bletchley to Wembley sidings. So we'll have a look at one of those, which will show how busy the route is. And then within that as well, we'll look at maybe doing one of these, Euston to Watford Junction. So do one of those in the 378, which we've done it in the normal. Actually, that's interesting. Oh, it's a normal 710. I was about to say 710's gone. Yeah, we've done it in normal 710. So whether we'll then do that in the 378 as well. So we can still see the intermodal stuff running, but from a different aspect. And then maybe do a bit of 377 action again so we can see the intermodal stuff. So we'll start with a freight run, but then we'll do some passenger runs on the West Coast Main Line South. And then we can see the intermodal stuff running about, see if it's busy. So, which again, it will then integrate into that. Wonder if the intermodal stuff will then... No, because you're only going to see it if you use that timetable. I wish they'd just mix the timetables together. Just give you a timetable. But anyway. So that's tomorrow night. That's Wednesday, isn't it? Today Tuesday? Yes. So tomorrow night, Wednesday, is that. Thursday, going to be back on the farm doing the farming type thing. Friday will be the balls type thing. Saturday, I'll be here with something. I don't know what yet. Maybe something single. Well, probably be something single player. Maybe even fire up a console and see what I can do there. Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm, and then Monday we'll be here with something. Either lunchtime or the evening to be confirmed, and then more stuff next week. There you go. So a little bit of a shorter one this evening because I don't think it warranted another run, because disappointing is the word. We'll see if we can play around with some freight stuff longer tomorrow night. Thanks to the elf and some letters for following earlier, and to you lot for keeping me company for the last couple of hours. Hopefully tomorrow will be a cheerier day. It certainly will be, because it's Ethan's 12th birthday tomorrow. So make sure in the Discord you wish him a happy birthday in the morning. Well, middle of the morning when he gets up. You know what it's like. He won't be around tomorrow night because he's out for a meal. I think he's going for having one of those kids' meals at McDonald's. He'll get a little hat and everything. Anyway, I'll be back all by myself again tomorrow night to play with some freighty stuff. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.